Why you should be excited for Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time. So this game comes out October 10th. And as of right now, at least, they've already pushed the date back before up till this one. So hopefully that was the last time. But then again, if the game needs to cook a little longer, let it cook. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to get a exceptional game than a half-baked nightmare. Okay? So anyways, this game comes out October 10th, and I wanted to talk about this game and basically the 3DS version of it and why it's so amazing, what it is, and why you should care, you know? So obviously this is for people that have never played the first one, which came out for the 3DS, early 2010-ish, around there. I think it was 2010. But anyways, Fantasy Life is such a great freaking game. Everything that's released so far has been the 3DS game. There was a mobile sort of like little MMO, like online game that came out. Well, I don't know if it was an MMO, sorry. It was an online game, basically, that came out a couple years ago, but it was shut down already, unfortunately. But anyways, we are excited for Fantasy Life I because it looks to be a pretty big update compared to the 3DS version. Now, the 3DS version is a fantastic game. If you have not played this game, it's still pretty cheap on Amazon, and it's incredible. I definitely recommend playing it because this game basically is a beautiful mix-up of a couple different games. In terms of graphics and, you know, art style, I strongly it resembles to me the world of Ni no Kuni, you know, Studio Ghibli. It has a very strong Studio Ghibli / Ni no Kuni vibe in terms of the art style and the graphics. And then in terms of gameplay, it's a mix of a lot of things. It's a mix of Animal Crossing. It's a mix of Dragon Quest, specifically Dragon Quest 9, I would say. And I would even throw in Monster Hunter in there. So I'll explain why I said all of those games right now. But basically, and then in terms of everything I named, this game, Fantasy Life, is the charm resembles all of them. It's very cute, it's very charming, it's very fun. The monsters are very fun. The world, the characters, everything is so cute and charming. Yeah, and then gameplay-wise, it's like I said, it's kind of a mix of Dragon Quest 9 and Monster Hunter, and also Animal Crossing. So, yeah, let's talk about it. So, in terms of the Animal Crossing aspect of it, the reason why I say that is because basically there's a lot of lives you can choose in this game. Instead of them being called classes or jobs or vocations, they're called lives. And besides like the combat classes like paladin or mercenary or hunter, there's also like life building classes or jobs or, you know, or lives where you're, you know, a tailor, you know, you can like, you know, for clothing. There's a cook, there's an angler, which is a fisherman or a fisherwoman. There's a miner, there's a carpenter, there's a woodcutter, many different kinds of lives, right? And the cool thing about this game is each one of the lives complement basically all the other lives as well. Like, for example, miner can complement a blacksmith, which can complement a paladin or a mercenary, right? So that's pretty cool. It's like a nice little, you know, beautiful dish, 3-course meal, if you will. But yeah, so, and the reason that is, which should be obvious, but miners obviously mine the ore, and then the blacksmith makes the armor, and then the paladin and the mercenary wears it, right? So it's pretty cool. And the cool thing about each life is that they have their own specific quests. There's 3 types of quest lines. There is the your life quests, where you will talk to your master and he has different quests for you to do, so that you can eventually, when you do enough, you rank up and you become higher ranked, right? Eventually you can become a master yourself and onward as you complete these quests. In terms of I'm currently playing through Fantasy Life 3DS right now. I'm live streaming it Monday to Friday. So definitely hop on if you'd like to chill with me as I play through Fantasy Life on the 3DS as I prepare for Fantasy Life I, which I'm so excited. But I am a mercenary in my current playthrough. And, for a mercenary, all of the quests are very similar to hunting quests from Monster Hunter. That's why I said Monster Hunter as well, where I have to hunt down, whatever it is. You start off with very easy, sort of small, easy monsters like radishes, they're called. You move on to, different kinds of monsters eventually. Razor beaks, rock serpents. Eventually you have to hunt down a freaking, behemoth, nap dragon, stuff like that. So it gets progressively harder, which is fantastic. And the progression in terms of difficulty is actually really well done. So, yeah. So it's pretty fair. Now, besides the life quests, you also have the butterfly quests, or the bliss quests, which are basically the main story. It's the main story of the game. You'll progress that to play the main story of the game. And yeah, which obviously is important, so you can progress through the story. And then the last quests are kind of like side quests from NPCs around the world. These quests can range from any different life whatsoever. So it doesn't matter what life you are, you can still accept no matter what quests these NPCs ask you to do. But a lot of them, you'll have to be those specific classes, or at least have been those classes, to be able to get the items that those NPCs request. You'll have to craft those items yourself. You can't just buy them. At least I don't think you can, because I tried that once and I was not successful. But yeah, and so all of the quests are really fun, really, diverse, especially depending on the lives you choose. And so it's really, really, really cool, really fun, really well done. And yeah, and in that aspect, again, the quests of it remind me of Dragon Quest IX specifically, and Monster Hunter, and Animal Crossing, because yeah, again, you can craft furniture, you can buy a house, multiple houses, and you can, remodel, or set up, your house the way you want it to look. You can customize it. It's really, really fun. And so really, this game has really something for everyone. It really is just whatever you like to do, you can do in this game. And you might not even touch being a freaking, woodcutter or carpenter. Maybe you don't touch any of that. Maybe you just stick to hunting quests or hunting, lives like mercenary and paladin, and that's it. And that's totally fine. That you could still fully enjoy the game like that. My goal before the second game comes out in October is to actually completely master all of the lives, which is a huge task. So we'll see. I'm sure I can at least master 1 or 2 or 3, but we'll see. I don't know. I've never done it before, so I'm excited to do that. But yeah, the game is gorgeous, man. It's super fun, super charming, and the new one that's coming out in October, it looks so so like polished, so nice. Obviously, because it's coming out for Nintendo Switch, so obviously there's going to be a difference in quality and graphics. The first game came out for the 3DS, and it looks gorgeous. It still looks great. I love it. I'm super enjoying it. I have no issues with it. But this new one looks like it's got a lot of quality of life sort of improvements. Just the aspect of like cutting a tree down, for example, and like a whole bunch of the wood that pops up after you're done cutting the tree. You don't have to physically pick them up anymore. It looks like it's an automatic like sort of thing. You cut the tree down and you just gather all the material automatically, so that's nice. And a whole bunch of other stuff. But obviously, again, the graphics have seen a huge improvement, the character design, the monsters, the world. So I'm really, really excited to dive into this new version of this world. It seems to be like this world is the same one from the 3DS, like the location, the world, everything. But in this case, you're traveling back in time because somebody from the past or the future or whatever has come, and there's some sort of disaster going on, and you have to restore, the future with the past, going into the past, something like that, So I'm really excited to see what's going on and to find out, what the new game's about, and a lot of the new stuff that they're adding as well. They're going to be adding at least 2 lives. I believe one of them is a farmer, and I think the second is an artist, which is cool. But yeah, I hope they add more lives. That'd be so cool. But anyways, I'm super excited about this game. I wanted to talk about it because, again, I'm excited about it, but I also wanted to bring attention to it because if you've never played this game, and you're at least part of my channel, you totally should. This is definitely right at home with Dragon Quest, which is what I mostly focus on my channel. And you will not be disappointed. It's a good time. It's fun. It's not turn-based RPG like Dragon Quest usually is, but it's just as charming, just as fun. The dialogue is just as witty and punny and hilarious. The characters are just as charming and fun and just, oh man, I love it. I have a good time playing this game. I really do feel like I'm playing like some sort of Dragon Quest game, like some spin-off Dragon Quest game. So it's pretty cool. The game was developed by Level 9, and they are developers. They are the developers of this game. It's their property, their IP, I believe, which is the same, developer that developed Dragon Quest 9. So that's why I also see so many similarities. I feel like Fantasy Life took a lot of inspiration after they finished Dragon Quest 9. They worked on Fantasy Life, and you can tell there's a lot of similarities, I'd say. But anyways, that's basically it in terms of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have you played Fantasy Life on 3DS? Have you played the online one before it shut down? Are you going to be playing the new one that comes out in October, Fantasy Life I? Are you interested in this game? Definitely let me know your thoughts. Let's get some conversations going. And yeah, and I'd like to, just throw it out there for everyone. Definitely, like and subscribe to support me. You can also jump onto my Discord. We have a good time there with all the people there. We talk about games on the daily, all sorts of games. So definitely join. Besides that, join my channel as a member. I've got some fun emotes or emojis, whatever they're called, that you can get as you when you become a member. There's multiple different tiers that you can sign up for. So you can support me that way. I've got a merch shop where I sell some shirts. I also am working on a card game, Phoenix Quest card game, which is turning out to be pretty freaking awesome. I actually should be able to release my first launch pack, my starter pack, pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. I have a Patreon set up for Phoenix Quest card game. I have a channel as well. All of that is in the description of the video, or it should be at least. But yeah, anyway, you want to support me, I definitely appreciate it. And so yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.